What's going on, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, we got some true crime. It said man kills and dissolves wife in acid and acts like concerned. Like goes to the cop like, my wife. Haven't heard from her forever. Looking ass, nigga, you killed her. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, this shit deeper than some OJ Simpson shit. They know they caught this man. It's deeper than some OJ juice, you know? You know what I'm saying? But look, man, let's get into this video, man. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn them post notifications on. Sit back, relax. Let's enjoy this video together. Let's do it.
On Wednesday, April 27th, 2016, John Todd called the Martin County Sheriff's Office to report that his sister, Trisha Todd, was missing. She hadn't picked up her daughter, Faith, from the babysitter that day, which was highly unusual for her. When deputies arrived at the residence where Trisha was living, the scene inside her house appeared normal. Nothing was ransacked and nothing seemed suspicious. However, her vehicle was parked across from her residence, not in its usual spot. Inside the vehicle, the police found her purse and keys left on the passenger seat, but her cell phone and wallet were nowhere to be found. The deputies initiated a BOLO, be on the lookout for a missing person. Trisha occasionally left her house in the middle of the night to walk on the beach. To get to that area from her home, she had to pass through some of the rougher parts of town. The detectives suspected that she might have gone off for a late-night swim and possibly drowned, but they weren't sure. All they had at that moment was speculation. That night, the deputies contacted Trisha's brother and asked him who she was with last. Mr. Todd indicated that her ex-husband, Mr. Williams, was in town and was likely the last person with her. When the police reached out to Steven over the phone, he explained that he had come to town for the week to visit his daughter, which was a common occurrence. Stephen Williams, who had previously served in the Air Force and had no criminal history, cooperated fully with the investigators.
Man, you can have no criminal history or none of that, and love, bro, can drive you to do some crazy shit. That's why I don't want nobody to love me. I want somebody to respect me. If a girl straight up comes to me, I love you. Bitch, you don't even know me for real. You don't know what high school I go to. What middle school I go to. Okay, then, no, you don't love me. You don't even know me. Respect me first. Fuck that. Because as soon as you get in love and some shit go left, nigga be trying to kill you. Pop your tires out your car, nigga, fuck your granny and everything. Like, god damn, man, just fuck my whole family? Bitch, I thought you loved me. No. That's exactly what it was. They loved you but didn't respect you.
And came across as a gentle, laid-back individual. Trisha had custody of her daughter, Faith, and Steven was able to see Faith whenever he wanted. He visited Trisha and Faith that week in April. He drove down from the base in North Carolina and got an Airbnb in Florida. That day, the 26th of April, Trisha left Faith with him for the evening. The next day, Trisha was due to collect Faith from the babysitter and go to work, but she didn't show up. As Steven was reportedly the last person to see Trisha alive, he was invited to the interrogation room at Martin County Sheriff's Office for a formal interview. Steven told detectives that he went and picked his daughter up from the babysitter. There was a point that night, close to midnight, where his daughter, Faith, started to get fussy, so he sent Trisha a text message.
So I texted her, like, hey, baby, super fussy, I know it's late, but if you're up kind of thing, like, would you mind calling her or whatever? And then she would text back, like, on my way. Awesome. So, a few minutes go by, she comes over, she sits with Faith. Faith is happy now, 12:30, 1 o'clock by now. Probably at a minute. Yeah. She leaves, Faith is asleep, and then, well, she didn't leave, actually, since her car was out of gas. Which, that really frustrates me. That's her thing. Her car never has gas in it. She mentioned there's a gas station up the street, and I was like, you know what, gas stations, gas cans, you got any money, I'll just drive my car, I'll go get you a gas can and some gas, no big deal. So she gives me a 20, I leave, the gas station's maybe a half mile down. Get the gas can, pay for it, get 2 gallons of gas, leave, put the gas in her car, and then I told her good night, basically. I'll contact you tomorrow, or you can call me or whatever. That's it. Next day, Faith wakes up. I take her to Walmart. And I messaged her that day after getting no reply. Straight to voicemail. I'm like, that's annoying. I don't want to stay here all day. Like, don't like driving at night. So I was like, you know what, I'll just take her to Denise. That's where I picked her up from anyway, and that's who normally watches her.
Stephen's assertion is that he left his child with the babysitter and headed back home. Detectives found this scenario puzzling, as it raised concerns regarding why a father would leave town without knowing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was sitting there thinking, like, either he really don't give a fuck about his daughter, or he doing some shit that he don't want nobody to know what he got going on, so he got to, oh yeah, my daughter need to go to the babysitter, I need to get out of town. Other than that, you ain't heard from your baby mama all day, nigga. You not finna just take your daughter somewhere. You gonna take your daughter with you out of town. Fuck that. Ain't nobody answering. Grandma ain't answering. Nobody. Hey, where's so-and-so at? She ain't answered. I gotta leave. I gotta get back to work. What's going on? Nigga, I'm finna call my mama. Hey, ma, I need you to watch my baby, da-da-da, while I go to work. Her mom answered the phone. Boom. Simple.
The mother's whereabouts.
What do you think happened to her? I don't know. It would be
By the
like
way he talked, his
3
parents
in the
is in
morning,
his
and
life.
She'd be like, oh, I wanted to go for a walk. She would say, like, I want to talk with God. But it's like, at 2 in the morning, you're just going to be walking the neighborhood by yourself. Like, you don't even have, like, some pepper spray. You don't have your phone. Like, is she that kind of person that's oblivious to that stuff? She's always had that, like, God will protect me thing going on. Like, nothing will happen to me. I'm a child of God. Thinking, like, that's good to have that kind of faith. But it gets to a point where, like, let's be reasonable here. Like, good people still die every day. There are times in life where things happen that we wish we could take back. And
He don't seem concerned. You know, like when it gets to this point to where you in an interrogation office and like people you care about or a little bit, you got a little slight care. I don't care if you have a baby with somebody and y'all had a relationship. If y'all didn't go out on no crazy shit or do each other real wrong, y'all care about each other. It just, y'all had a baby with each other. Y'all gonna have some type of care. When you get in that interrogation room, you gonna feel some little nerves hit you or something. You might fuck up on how you talking, but you're gonna say the truth and they can tell. But if you say straightforward, perfectly saying how, oh, then we did this and then, yeah, and then I called and what's the name. But you acting like motherfuckers ain't dead right now. Or missing. Nigga, your baby mama, your daughter's mom is missing right now. Dead. And you saying, oh yeah, well, you know, she does this. That's like her thing. Like this God thing. Like he's still talking about the bad shit. Like, come on. I can tell you lying. There's something. There's something behind this. You a good liar though.
that's involving you.
This is premeditated like a motherfucker.
Where you either accidentally, intentionally, I don't know, did something. Now's the time to tell us. I still care about her. I just don't want to be with her. Right?
Tonight, the effort to find a missing Hobe Sound mother continues. Trisha Todd was reported missing on Wednesday.
We don't want to miss something.
Sheriff William Snyder says there's no timetable to call off the search, not ruling anything out at this time.
So we don't have any evidence of a crime, but we have very suspicious circumstances under which she's missing.
Over 60 volunteers joined a team of deputies to thoroughly search the rugged Florida scrub brush near Trisha's home. The police were tirelessly searching every possible location, hoping to find any clues about Trisha's whereabouts. While talking to Trisha's family, detectives learned some very disturbing facts about Steven's past and his behavior. Investigators not only found evidence that Steven had killed Trisha's puppies, but also uncovered a troubling history.
First of all, they put an IES on the end of them pups. You hear me? Killed her puppies. That means this nigga, you a crazy ass kid or something, killing animals and shit? Motherfuckers like that grow up to be serial killers. We done watched too many of these videos together, y'all. Y'all know how it go. Motherfuckers start killing them damn animals first, they grow up to be crazy in the motherfucker. This nigga killing animals as an adult. What the fuck is your problem? And these ain't like hunting animals you going to kill, fishing or something. Nigga, your ass killing puppies. What the hell is your problem, dude?
History. Although never officially charged or convicted, Steven had been arrested for domestic violence against Trisha. Her mother recalled a shocking incident where Steven had punched her in the stomach while she was pregnant, horrifyingly hoping for a miscarriage. While thoroughly going through the timeline of events, detectives found a hole in Steven's story. One of the neighbors reported that they saw Steven leaving in Trisha's car.
Oh, they gonna have fun with this nigga in jail. I mean, he probably strong and shit because he went to the army or whatnot. But they don't care about that in there. I don't think the way that motherfuckers talking about it, they don't give a damn about how strong you is. Nigga, they gonna run through your booty. Yeah, booty butt cheek bandit run through her. That's what you finna get run into. You finna run into a booty butt cheek bandit run through her when you get in there. And he gonna look you dead in your glasses and tell you, hey, you next. Go get you some rest, boo-boo.
Car, a detail Steven failed to mention in his interview. The investigators were certain of one thing. Trisha's car, initially found at her home in the morning, was clearly out of place. The task at hand was to uncover evidence leading the investigators to collect footage from surveillance cameras at nearby businesses. Upon closer examination, the footage revealed something startling. Trisha's car had left her residence, raising red flags. What made this particularly perplexing was Steven's earlier statement claiming she hadn't left until around 2 a.m. Yet the video footage showed her car cruising down US 1 at 1 a.m. All eyes turned to Steven as a potential driver. If he had indeed taken her car, he would have had to trek back home on foot. After reviewing footage from 3 different cameras, they identified a figure that matched Steven's description.
Walking on foot.
In the dimly lit background.
That's what I be saying about nowadays, bro. This is not the 90s or early 2000s, bro. You kill somebody, nigga, 100 people seen you do it. Even if you think nobody seen you do it. You walking by these houses and businesses and stop signs and street lights and... Bro, nigga, they got cameras in random trees nowadays. Like just a tree that's at a park, nigga. They got a decoy up there as a camera, bro. Like damn near every park got that shit now. You not getting away, bro. You're not getting away. If they want to catch you, they gonna catch you. You sitting there in the room with that couple ounces of weed, like, damn, nigga, I gotta lay low. Police, nigga, they been seeing you. Trust me. You got a whole iPhone, boy. They just don't want to get your little selling ass right now, nigga. They want to get you, they gonna get you. You cannot run. If they can find Bin Laden, they can find your whole ass in some apartments in the hood. I'm telling you.
They could just barely make out a person with a distinctive gait. This individual seemed to be walking from the vicinity of Trisha's residence to the north of US 1 in the early morning hours. This revelation marked a significant breakthrough in the investigation. The detectives decided to confront Steven with this newly found evidence. He was called into the police station for yet another interview.
The neighbor saw you leaving her car. He saw you going back and forth. You recognize this area here?
That's the entrance to the community, isn't it?
Yeah, one way in, one way out.
The detectives didn't share the video CCTV footage with Steven because its poor quality made it inconclusive, giving him the opportunity to deny it was him and claim it could have been someone else. The strategy they had was not to show him the video, but was to show him the locations of where the video cameras were facing.
So we see her pulling in, so I will wait.
At the time you said she came over.
Perfect. 1:20. There goes her car, coming out. A couple minutes later, that same car, her car, makes the U-turn, right here. Okay?
And
we see the car coming back in here. So literally went towards her house, came back.
Bro, for a fact you did it, nigga, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. As a husband, as anybody that loves somebody, and you call me in thinking that I killed her, I'm gonna be like, bro, y'all think I killed my wife? Like, y'all tripping, bro. Stop calling me in. Like, I'm gonna eventually get mad. He just ended up, okay, so that's the car. And at 12, No, I was not doing that. That's because at 12, actually, I was here doing this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But right here, you're saying, no, we're saying in this car. Okay, now, Yeah, he just too calm and too ready to capitalize off something. Any word they say, he ready to capitalize. No, this or this. He ain't even trying to deny this shit or nothing. Oh God, if you we talking about murdering your wife here right now, murdering your wife, I straight up be like, bruh, I'm not finna stop asking me questions, nigga. I did not murder my wife. No, we not even gonna keep doing this.
Why is that?
Oh, it didn't go home.
Y'all ain't got
You
no
know,
evidence, no
cameras get
nothing, nigga.
footage
That
of the
ain't me.
sidewalk all the way up here, so on.
And people on foot also. Around 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. I'd be asleep by then. I did tell you that that camera, that computer plays, is HD.
It's you walking.
The detective was aware of Steven's narcissistic tendencies,
walking,
so
he
she
just
leveraged this
I'd
knowledge
have been
and
like, what? He said, it's you walking. He just, no, it's not. You crazy in the bitch, white lady. That ain't me. That's definitely not me. I'm denying this shit to the fullest. What? That ain't me, ma'am. I got braids. Well, right here, the guy has a cap and a hood on. I don't wear hoods, bitch. Do it look like I wear hoods? No. That's not me, ma'am. Let me go home. I did not kill my wife.
strove to establish a connection with him by portraying Trisha in a negative manner.
You got a lot going for you. You're good looking, you're young, you got straight, and you got this crazy, that crazy ex. She's come after you before. Did she come after you that night? Something happened. And you were just, oh, what do I do now?
No, she never came after me. I didn't.
It's an overwhelming amount of evidence.
That's how the police try to get you. They try to agree with you and be on your
So
side.
help me continue
Boom.
painting this picture.
Hold on yourself, lock 'em out.
I wish she's asking you.
I don't know where she is.
You didn't even know where she's at.
I don't. I really don't.
I need you to work with me. I need to tell them that you're being 100% honest with me.
First time I left,
Okay?
she asked me to go back in her laptop.
I'd be like, oh man, don't touch me. You might got some voodoo truth telling spell on your fingertip. Don't touch me. I'll get coming in here. Yeah, and I did take my mom's ice cream cake out the refrigerator. I'm in there telling the truth about everything. Don't touch me. No, hell no. Don't touch me. Let me keep my composure so I can keep lying.
I said, okay, I'll make it here. She's happy. So then you have to leave. And she freaks out. I'll go.
Okay.
So I leave.
Makes sense.
She's barely having yeah. And I'm thinking I can make it, but it doesn't look like it. I just turn around and go back. And she's back. She was on the floor. And she wasn't very stopped to it. And I kind of freaked out. And I'm like, oh my God. Now she's on
And I'm like,
the floor.
oh my God.
She's not responding.
Literally.
And this looks really bad. Because I can't explain. And all I'm thinking is, I don't know why you're doing this to me when I've done nothing but try to be a good person to you. So I just put in the car.
Try to be a good person to you. That's all I do.
But she passed away in that car. It was nothing you did to her. She just passed away. And then you freaked out even more. Is that fair to say? Did you just lay her down something?
This nigga holding his head like he's sad. This nigga trying to think of some more lies. Nigga, you ain't sad, nigga. You caught. Motherfucker, this nigga sitting here like trying his hardest to think of another fucking lie. Like, damn, what the fuck? They're on to me. They're on to me. Yeah. That's the... And you got that shiny ass milk dud motherfucker up there. That nigga shit look like a kneecap, don't it? You know that part in front of your knee they say that poke out to tell if how tall you gonna be? Yeah, I went to nutrition in college, so they say, okay, so if you're in high school, right, you still growing, right? If you look at your knee, right, and right here, the farther it stick out, it's supposed to like show, it's a little bone right here. The farther it stick out when you're younger, it's supposed to show how tall you're supposed to get. And then like Once you get older, it flattens out because you grow. He got that motherfucker on the back of his motherfucking head, so his neck supposed to get taller, but I don't know. I'm not sure because he's a liar also.
Did you just lay her down somewhere? Out in the open?
Yes, just let her lay there, chill, peaceful. You're just lying there, you're breathing shallow. I can't call. I don't know where the hell I am.
We had already.
I don't know where the hell I am. You finna be in jail.
You can't go backwards. Tell me she was shallow.
Really shallow.
In a sudden turn of events, Steven admitted that Trisha had passed away in his car. Subsequently, he chose to dispose of her body on the side of the road. However, he then recalled his admission, realizing what he had implicated himself in, and retracted his statement by claiming that Trisha was, in fact, still alive, as she was exhibiting signs of breathing.
I was hoping she would just snap out of it. Come back. After I dropped her off, I just changed. Didn't want anything to do with it.
Where did you change your clothes?
It was right there. Threw the whole bag away. I didn't ask
Threw
for
the
this. I
whole
just wanted
bag
to
away.
come inside.
Why? Because you killed her?
I don't know what's going
Huh?
on. I just don't know anything.
You just don't know nothing. You don't know shit. Your big bald head ass don't know nothing. But you knew how to kill your motherfucking wife. I know that. Yeah. Stupid. I don't know nothing. I just changed my clothes right there, put them in the bag, and I just left. I didn't want no parts of it anymore. You caused this shit. It don't matter if she was a hateful. It don't matter if she go fuck all your brothers and cousins, nigga. You killed her. And then after she was dead, you was like, I don't want nothing to do with this. They understand. No, nigga, we don't. Bald ass. We don't understand nothing. Nigga, only, and it's just so much shit we gotta understand. Like, why the fuck top of your head shaped like an elbow and shit? That's weird. I don't understand that. And you making me nervous as a human, as a black man. You making me nervous, cause we don't even want to claim your ass, but we got to.
She was in here and she was playing this way.
Was this carpet here?
And all I thought was, this is some kind of like trick. This is some kind of like ploy to get back at me or to mess things up for me.
How long was she on the floor before you decided to check her or do something with her?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Nigga still holding that head, trying to find out another lie.
I just put her in the door. Out. I didn't know what I should do at that point.
The investigators were convinced that Steven was performing an elaborate act,
Yeah.
pretending to be upset and crying, though no tears were shed.
Man.
Despite this, the detectives had to maintain the charade for a while, allowing him to believe he was in control. Then they advised him that the best course of action was to lead them to the place where he had left her peacefully. He agreed to do so.
Like, okay,
We're going to go south on US 1.
None of this looks familiar. None of this looks like familiar.
So have we gone too far?
I have no idea.
Do you love your daughter?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay. You need to give her mother back to her.
I can't.
Okay,
And
I told you she's
the
gonna need
problem,
some type of
because
stability.
I have no.
You're all she's got.
I don't even know
You
where
are the
this
only living parent that she has left. You need to show her that she's gonna grow up saying, my dad did something to my mom, and he left her out. Is that what you want your daughter to grow up?
nigga, she gonna say that regardless. Is that what you want your daughter to think about you? Huh? Bitch, my daughter gonna hate me regardless. If I'm caught or not, y'all taking me to jail and y'all know I killed her. Whether I tell the truth or not, she gonna look at me like, what the fuck? She gonna look me dead in my big bald ass eyes and tell me, what the fuck, Dad, was you thinking for killing mommy? I miss mommy, even though I didn't even get the chance to know her. Yeah, use a hoe. Simple as that.
Grow up thinking, knowing that take me to her. You have to Steven,
To
you
a
know.
place I don't know. I don't.
The only
place
reason you're not taking me there is because something else happened to her that night.
After driving around aimlessly, the detectives had made no progress in finding Trisha. Steven believed that he had evaded arrest once again and was free to go home. However, he was no longer in control because what he had forgotten is that the whole time he was explaining this, he had told the detectives that he left his daughter, Faith, at the house by herself. As a result, he was placed under arrest for child endangerment, which gave the detectives more time to continue interrogating him.
Dumbass.
You at no point try to do CPR, call 911. You don't do any of that. You go and put her in her car.
Yes, I can take her home. Is what I thought. I can just take her home and she can
But
be
you
out of
didn't.
my hair.
But you didn't.
Because-
You wanted her out of your hair, and you got it.
Because I didn't.
You got it, and I'm gonna prove it. There really is no emotion in there. There really is nothing in there for her, huh?
What are you talking about? I'm
You
going
wanted
off
her
of what
gone.
you're saying. I wanted her to not be dead in my home. I wanted whatever this was to not be affecting me the way it was.
It's Tom back home. Oh, we haven't met yet. What's your name? First thing I need you to get me over is you could tell them this
That nigga
initial.
said, I just didn't want her dead in my home. Like, bitch, if you gonna die from an asthma attack, bitch, die on the porch or something. Don't die in this motherfucker. That nigga didn't give a fuck about her. Like, I just didn't want her dead in my home. Like, if she's gonna die, go die across the street or something. So I put her in her car, drove her home. It's not my fault she ended up not being seen forever. Nigga, shut your stupid ass up. If you drove her home or drove her wherever and she died in that car, where the fuck she at? You know? She walk off and die in the bottom of the river? Like, nigga, no. Where the fuck she at?
Version of events and leave out this whole, as you said multiple times, stupid laptop thing.
Because it was stupid and it didn't make sense.
Something doesn't make sense, it's generally not true. That doesn't look good. If I got up and I sat over there and you sat here, what would you think of me telling you that? Right?
Yeah.
You come back and Trisha's laying on the floor with an injury. You know, 911, boom, cops are there, ambulance, she gets treatment. And you did not do that, right? Do you have a conscience?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
And as she's laying in the back of the car, your conscience never kicked in and said, maybe she's still alive. Maybe I should take this opportunity to save a human life. Not just a human, but the mother of my
Yeah,
child.
boy.
You're insinuating because I didn't think that I don't have a conscience?
No, I'm not insinuating. I'm saying it.
You make it seem like I had this whole grand. I don't have any plan.
No, it's
I didn't know any.
Hey, this was the most poorly executed murder in history.
I didn't murder her.
Okay.
Two separate detectives had attempted to extract a confession from Steven,
Yes, you did.
but both approaches had proven ineffective. The aggressive and hostile interrogation tactics had only caused Steven to become more withdrawn. It was evident that a change in strategy was necessary. That's when Detective Dan.Duliak entered the room.
Like, imagine if, like, that just show you, bro, if you go in that motherfucker and you don't really say nothing, nigga, you can get away with murder for real. Because if this wasn't just so obvious that he did it, bro, they would have had no choice but to leave us alone and come back later in the year or later on a couple years until they bring it up again. Because they ain't got no evidence at all. You see why they still sitting in this chair? Because they ain't got no evidence on him. They can't just take him to jail. That's why they had to do the little child endangerment. And so they can get more time to get him just to admit that he did it. And they gonna keep pushing shit back and keep, okay, well, right here you were driving some, so we're gonna give you another 30 days or another 6 months on that. And they gonna keep pushing that back till he admit. They gonna get it out of his ass. They definitely is.
Dan had recently joined the department, and this marked his first significant involvement in a homicide case.
What I want to do is try to set the stage so that you can actually tell the narrative about what actually happened, which is not that you planned all this. You know, it's maybe you guys got in an argument. Maybe it was over the computer, maybe it was over the gas.
Because sitting here and telling you that she attacked me, that's just another different story that you're just going to be like, well, that's 5 different stories he's telling now. And that doesn't help either. So what do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you, Dan?
I want you to tell me the truth. The truth is never anywhere near as bad as what people will believe if you let them come up with their own story.
I don't believe I hated her. I never hated her. I didn't.
So tell me that story. I think you're a good guy. You're a family man. You're trying to do the best that you can. Okay? I know you were there. I want to give you the opportunity to tell me what happened.
People's imaginations will run wild, and they will come up with the most horrific things.
I don't even know where. It just don't know. It just happened.
Talk to me about from midnight.
I would never text her otherwise. I was already late. She had already left. I would have never texted her.
And you're a good dad.
That's it. That's all I was trying to do, was just be a good dad. Just, okay, you want your mom? Fine. Like, I'm not going to deny you that, you know? Talks about nonsense and bringing up child support and just more stupid stuff. And I just, for the most part, tried to ignore. And then, yeah, there was a mix-up with the check, but that's not my fault because you told me this was your address, so yeah, that's where I mailed it to. And then she's telling me that's not the mailing address. So I'm like, that's not my fault. If you told me you moved, I did the responsible thing, and I made sure the check was going to go wherever you moved to if you're not at your mom's house. And then she's just going on and on and on.
That nigga sound like a lying-ass kid. I don't know. I just stood on the chair and I tried to grab the chips, and when I came down I put the chair back and I went in the room and ate my chips. So how the fuck all the cereal on the floor then? I don't know. Whenever I grabbed the chips down, I moved the chair back and then I went and ate the chips. Little nigga, I know you knocked the motherfucking... When you grab the chips, you knock the damn cereal over. Why didn't you just pick it up? I didn't knock it over. They do shit like that. He sound just like this motherfucker. He sound like them little lying-ass kids. Y'all lying-ass kids at that. You sound like y'all lying-ass kids. Fuck.
Now I owe her more money and back child support. It's just stupid. I was like, just let me have your account information. Just here's the account number.
He's playing too much.
Deposit it, and this will never happen.
Lying.
No, that's not gonna work. You can't do that. You owe me all this money, and I don't want this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you're so mad. I don't know if you took a freaking crazy pill all the way over here and that really pissed her off, and it just escalated. And then I just moved her away, and then she slipped, and that's when she freaking fell. And I'm like, oh shit.
That's when she freaking fell. Why you ain't bring that up?
She didn't say anything though. And then I freaking panicked. And then I just freaking panicked. And it just went so fast. And then I pushed her. And then it didn't push. I was trying to get her away. Just please stop yelling in my face. It's like, just, you know, like if she was at that instance, fine. But she wasn't. And I'm like, please just stop. And so I went to move her away, and she slipped, and she hit her head, and I didn't mean for that.
And she slipped with a barely shoved, nigga. You get out my face! You threw her motherfucking head across the whole goddamn city, nigga. Punched her a couple times. She hit her head, knocked out. Oh, I got to get rid of her. You meant to kill her.
And then all I'm thinking is, great. Now I've pushed her, and she's hurt her head, and I'm done. I'm just... Everything I've tried to do, everything I've tried to be, is done because I made a mistake. I didn't even lose my cool. I just tried to move you away. I just did.
Sorry.
The detectives had enough to charge him with murder, thanks to the evidence of their animosity, his numerous lies, and his recent confession.
Dumbass.
First, our top story, an arrest, as you heard, in the disappearance of that Hope Sound mom, Trisha Todd's ex-husband, charged with her murder.
Right now, the sheriff's office is focusing in on an area of the Treasure Coast for her body. Kelly Dunn begins our team coverage from their command post in Martin County.
That's right, Ashley and Michael. We are right off of Bridge Road, just west of I-95, where the sheriff's office has set up its command post. Sadly, they are on a search for remains of Trisha Todd. It was learned today that indeed she will never be coming home. She was murdered and her body was dumped.
Steven had the entire thing planned out.
Damn.
He had previously bought a chainsaw in North Carolina and acid, and had dug a hole in Hungryland Wildlife Reserve. Steven said he had planned to kill Trisha in advance, But although he spent all day with her the day of the murder, he couldn't get up his nerve. Finally, Steven told them he was determined to do it and texted Trisha, their 2-year-old daughter who was spending the night with him in an Airbnb, was sick. When Trisha arrived, Steven said he first tried to strangle her, but waited for her to regain consciousness so he could force her to reveal her email password and other information. Steven said he planned to write fake emails to make Trisha's family think she had gone to Haiti on a mission trip. But when Trisha regained consciousness, Steven said he beat her in the head with a club until she quietened. Then he choked her to death. Their daughter was sleeping in the next room. Steven then took Trisha's body to a remote site in the Hungryland Preserve, where he had already dug a hole and readied a container with acid. It was there that he cut up her body with a chainsaw and buried her remains in an acid-filled container. He agreed to take them to her body in exchange for a 35-year plea deal that spared him the death penalty.
That motherfucker crazy. Yeah, and he had that pre-planned, like we all knew he did. But man, beating her with clubs and strangling and all this and that is crazy. You could have just tied her up. Hey, give me that email, da-da-da-da, or something. Or you could have just asked for her email password if you was player enough. She would have gave it to you. But you ain't. You ain't, and you ding little, so you went to kill your wife because she told all your friends. And fucked them. That shit's crazy. But yeah, man. Y'all be safe out here, man. Y'all treat everybody with respect so people don't do you wrong. And they don't ever got a reason to be like, man, bro, you was a nope. Because if you leave with respect, can't nobody complain about nothing. If you done been there and did shit for people and then ask for nothing in return, can't nobody complain about nothing. Because you ain't asked them for shit and you helped them out. I'm telling you, they can't do nothing but respect you, for real. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of this video. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn them post notifications on. Peace, chicken grease. Y'all have a good night and have some good sleep. Boom.